This is the new Gigabyte RTX 4070 Ti graphics card. At the time of making this video, it was selling for under $850. Now that is still pricey in my opinion, but hey, at least the scalpers are dead. So this model is an overclocked version of RTX 4070 Ti with its core clock boosted from 2610 MHz to 2640 MHz. You get 12 GB of the new and faster GDDR6X video RAM along with 192-bit memory bus width, providing a total memory bandwidth of 504 GB per second. This card is based on NVIDIA's new Ada Lovelace architecture and it comes with 7680 CUDA cores. Compared to RTX 4080, that's a 21% reduction in the total number of CUDA cores. But on the plus side, RTX 4070 Ti uses the same 4th generation Tensor cores and the 3rd generation RT cores that are found in the flagship RTX 4090. It also boasts support for the latest DLSS 3 AI upscaling and full ray tracing. By the way, if you're a content creator, then RTX 4070 Ti is going to be a great choice for you. It uses the same media encoders and decoders that are present in NVIDIA's flagship GPU, the RTX 4090. So how does it perform in gaming? I had the opportunity to test out this graphics card on a range of popular gaming titles, both in 1440p resolution and 4K resolution with high quality settings enabled. In the 1440p, this card performed like a champ with most games running very smoothly, delivering high frames per second even without the use of DLSS 3. However, when I tested this card on games running in 4K resolution, I did notice a drop in FPS below 60 in some of the titles. While this may be a cause for concern for some gamers, I think it's worth noting that the 4K resolution is a particularly demanding standard, and except for cards like the RTX 4090, most GPUs will struggle with this high resolution if you are playing on ultra setting. Moving on, let's talk about ray tracing and the DLSS 3 AI upscaling. Specifically, I would like to share the 8-game average performance in 1440p resolution at the high setting. When I disabled ray tracing, I was able to achieve an impressive average of 183 FPS. However, when I turned on ray tracing, the frame rates took a hit, dropping down to an average of 105 FPS. This is where DLSS 3 AI upscaling comes handy, boosting frame rates while still maintaining a high level of visual fidelity. With DLSS 3 enabled, the average FPS increased from 105 to 141, which I think is a very impressive feat. However, it's important to note that not all titles support DLSS 3, so it may not be a viable option for all gamers. Additionally, it's worth noting that while AI upscaling can improve performance, it does come at a cost of some loss in image fidelity. So to get the best performance from this graphics card, you need a PSU of at least 750 watts. You also need a 16-pin power connector, and fortunately a 16-pin to 2 8-pin power adapter is included with the GPU. Also note that this card measures 13.3 inches in length and 5.5 inches in width, so make sure that your case is large enough to accommodate this card. This is a chunky boy. Now I appreciate the included anti-sag bracket that prevents the GPU from sagging and causing unnecessary stress on your motherboard. Let's talk about the build quality. So the build quality of this GPU is very impressive. It features a sturdy metal backplate that provides solid structural support. So there are 300mm alternate spinning fans combined with 7 composite heat pipes and a vapor chamber work in tandem to maintain optimal operating temperature. Now these fans come with 3-ring RGB lighting that can be customized in the software. You can also customize the speed of the fan in the software. Now by default, the fans only kick in when the GPU gets hot during gaming, otherwise they remain idle. But if you are looking for high performance, you can always toggle between high performance mode and energy efficiency mode because there is a switch which will allow you to flip between these two versions of the BIOS. Finally, let's talk about how this card stacks up against its competitors. So here is a chart showing the 16-game average FPS in 4K resolution. While RTX 4070 Ti outperformed the previous generation RTX 3070 Ti cards, it fell behind RTX 4090, 4080 and even the Radeon RX 7900 XT. This trend persisted in 1440p and 1080p resolutions as well. So if you are primarily concerned with raw performance and don't prioritize ray tracing or DLSS 3 capability, then AMD's newest offering may provide better value for your money. However, if you are a staunch Nvidia supporter, then RTX 4070 Ti is currently the most affordable card in the RTX 40 series lineup. Now obviously this will change when RTX 4070, 4060 Ti and 4060 cards are announced later this year, but for the time being RTX 4070 Ti is the most affordable RTX 40 series card that you can buy. So don't forget to check the links that I have put in the video description below where you can find the best pricing on RTX 4070 Ti cards.